Hey, that's JBBrickFanatic here. You guys have seen this poly bag. This is 30461 Podracer. It's the 20th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars poly bag, but you're not gonna believe this. There's actually a different version of this exact same poly bag. I went on eBay, I saw something on Instagram, and I went on eBay and I found one. Look at this. Look at this. This one has 58 pieces, and this one has 60 pieces, and they're completely different builds. I didn't know about this until like a few days ago. If you guys did know about this, let me know in the comments below. But there's two different versions for this poly bag, which is just kind of crazy that LEGO never really said anything about it. It seems like they made this one for the initial run, and then maybe they found a better design, so they produced this one. But it's really odd. I'm going to build both of these things up, and we're going to talk about it. I'll give you my thoughts on why this happened. I honestly have no idea, but let me just show you the complete differences. The back of the box should be all the same. I'm looking at the copyright date. They're both 2019. I mean, they both have different item numbers. So here you go. You can see the different item numbers here. Let me zoom up. The first thing you'll notice is the difference in item number. This one on the left here is 6254022, whereas this one is 6296820. So these are different item numbers, except they have the same set number, if you will. It's a really interesting switch, and I'm not sure why they did it exactly. It's kind of beyond me, or why they didn't really announce it. It's sort of what they did with the Resistance Bomber set from the Last Jedi line. They switched out the Finch Dallo minifigure toward the end of the run, and that guy's worth a lot more money now. I don't think there's any difference in price between these two. I paid about $6 for this one just because shipping was included. But yeah, I mean, let's just build these things up and I will show you what all the difference is. The speed build will be at the end of this video. Alright, and just like that, we have finished the builds here. Now, the biggest difference I think that you can see right off the bat is going to be that this piece in here is no longer blue. I'm going with this one being the first run, and this is the second one because it's taken so long for this to appear, and this is the one that I had originally, and this is the one that I'm like the stores near me carry. So this is the first run, this is the second run. Also, this one's definitely more structurally sound. There's a few issues with this one that were fixed with the 60 piece. Now this one comes with 60 pieces, as you can see here, and this one with 58, and the two pieces that were added are going to be this blue 2x2 round plate there. That one was added for a certain reason, and I think I know why. Now, one thing that is off about this is these pieces fall off fairly easily. So if you can see, you can just kind of knock this and that whole thing falls off, whereas on this one it's not going to fall off very easily, and there's a specific reason for that. You probably saw it, you will see it in the live build toward the end here, but as you can see here, this step versus this step, the difference here, this one just uses the regular non-friction pin, where this one uses the small pin with the bar that goes through it, and that one roots it into that blue piece, that extra two blue pieces. So they swapped it out there, and it's just a lot more structurally sound. Now, another thing I did notice is as you can see in the instructions here, they tell you to put this one just like that. However, on the actual packaging, it's offset by a half. They put it in the middle, which is interesting that the instructions are different than the actual packaging, but that's not a really big issue. The biggest thing is going to be this part back here where the actual pod is. Not only is this part strengthened, but up here, as you can see, this is only attached by sticking it into that Technic axle hole there. As you can see, it just kind of falls out, whereas this one will not fall out. I'm pulling extremely hard, and that is because of this nifty little piece. This is a 1x4 modified plate that's got like the inverted bar. You know, you're used to the 2x2 and it going up, but this one goes down, and it just locks that piece right in there. So this is not coming apart, and these will not fall off any easier than this one will. So what it looks like to me is that LEGO designed this set like just as a normal set to get out there, and then they did the first initial run, but then sometime during that, maybe right as the production started for this one, the set designers maybe came up with a better solution, or as it was being created, they were like, oh, there's a bunch of different errors with this one, there's some flaws that we need to fix. So then they added these two pieces, switched out that piece in there, and then went ahead and flipped this around to make this a lot stronger. Like, I can actually whip this around and bang it. I mean, those pieces are still attached by one, but That's the only way you could really do that. Whereas this one seems like that the whole thing's gonna fall apart when you do this, and you can just pull this out really easily, whereas this one's much more sturdy. So that is the reason that they did that, I believe. But what's interesting to me the most, I think, is the fact that Lego never even really said anything about it. I didn't see anything. If you guys do know of an article where they kind of like a press release where they say that they fixed this set, please let me know in the comments down below. I really want to know if any of you guys have heard of this before or seen this before. I just think it's really, really neat, and unfortunately, that's going to add up to my 20th anniversary set collection. I will be buying a second one of these to keep both of them sealed, because I would consider that two different sets. It's a really unique thing. I think it's interesting. A lot of like the quirky collectors that collect random things, I think, will probably want this. I'm thinking Brickzar or maybe Maniac for Bricks would want to pick both of these up just to have in their collection, because it is one of those quirk items for the Lego group. But let me know what you guys think down below. This is really interesting and pretty shocking to me. I did not think that Lego would actually, you know, change this up that much and not announce it publicly. As you can see on the bag, once again, this is 58 pieces and this one is 60 pieces. You can see the difference in the photo, although it is the same. You can see just a little bit of difference on the front here, and then on the back there are the two different item numbers. So if you are making a purchase on eBay, the easiest way to tell is look at the picture and see which one is 58 pieces and which one is 60 pieces. But if you really want to know, you can compare the different item numbers on the back. And that's pretty much going to wrap it up. I don't think there's anything different within the instruction manual, obviously, except for the instructions. You can see that there are some different instruction manual tickets here, but I don't know what those numbers necessarily mean. That's going to wrap it up for this video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you learned something today, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and you can learn a bunch more quirky little things like this about the Lego group as I find them. You go ahead and leave a like on the video. I'd certainly appreciate it. The support on my channel has been insane the past couple weeks. I've just exponentially grown, and I hope it continues in that trend. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.